Hey, it's Beagleboy Craft here again for our fifth week of the Antares PlayMinecraft.net podcast. I'm here today with Fallout Fan 4
Hello.
and two new guests this week, Garner 1996
Hi.
and a fellow moderator, I am Sam.
Good afternoon.
So now let's get on with the podcast. And now on for the towns and economy of this week. In towns, we have three new towns. We have the town named Solitude, which is under Apollo the Gamer, and he's looking for new players to join his town. It's at /warp Solitude. And we have the return of Grace Maria, which is an admin town. She is looking, well, she's not looking for new players yet because it's under construction. So now, if you would like to see the construction in progress, go to /warp Grace Project. And for the last town of this week, we have Forsia /warp Forsia. This town is useless now because the mayor was banned for racism. So if you wanted to check it out anyways, it's a really bad town. It's a bunch of cobble planks. And it's just really bad. So that should be it for towns this week. So now we'll move on to the economy with Garner in 1996.
And in the economy this week, there have been no big updates, but the admins have been taken off the /money top list due to people complaining of the advantages that admins have. And now over to Fallout with the bans.
Hello, it's Fallout, and now it's time for this week's bans. Starting off with Spath's bans, we had BudBud20 for griefing, along with Mancrafter for griefing. Then Ion911 for griefing on alternate accounts. Then Epic Sledge and Guilt Trip, both having been banned. So now the town of Seven Islands, which they owned, is now vacant. Then we have Almrud for griefing Glass, CastDog77 for griefing, Cleaver username for griefing, Sword Fighter Dude for griefing, and WhatPumpkin123 for griefing and racism. Moving on from there, we get to Grace's bans, starting with FatCal777 having been banned along with Tiga. Then GBRX Dogs for griefing, Momo65951 has also been banned, along with BillBob190 and BillyBob190, along with Connor James and Alex Prague and Lankmar. That about wraps up this week's bans. Now it's time to discuss bugs and updates with the other guys.
And for bugs and updates this week, we have not many new bugs. The server is still crashing, and Spath is doing his best yet again to keep the server up to maximum performance. And the anti-X-ray is still on the fritz, so just keep patient, everybody. And that's it for this week. A good week for bugs, anyways. So now over to Sam with the updates.
And this week in the updates section, I'm just going to go over some of the updates that will be coming to Minecraft in the near future. A quick overview of what some of the snapshots are going to be bringing. Ladders will regain their collision box, and added along with the new jungle biomes, vines now become climbable. Spawn eggs will now properly fire from dispensers, allowing you to create mob traps, traps where you can spawn mobs, that is to say. Also with the new jungles, we get the Ocelot mob, which can be tamed into a cat using raw fish. The new Mojang AI developer has implemented some new AIs to skeletons, zombies, villagers, and some other things as well, continuing to develop the mobs. Villagers now try to live in houses instead of just roaming around. Lava has sounds. General stuff, to be honest with you. There's the new siege mode, which occurs randomly. Not fully implemented yet, but they are working on it, which is when a bunch of zombies will randomly team up, invade a village, and break down doors, which is a new interesting feature, which is rather loud, but still interesting. To combat this, the villagers now have their own defense. It's called the Iron Golem mob. It can be spawned by the player in a cross shape. of iron with a pumpkin, well, jack-o'-lantern on the top, very similar to how the snow golem is formed, and that will defend the villages. As coupled with this, there is the new villager repopulation system, which works just the same as any other one, except you can't force the villagers to mate with wheat.
Thanks, Sam, for that interesting report on the upcoming updates. And now it's time for me to go over the community events. And now for this week's community events. Started off this weekend with our scavenger hunt competition. Find the sign and enter for the chance to win my copy of Terraria that I'm giving away on Steam. And the winner of this competition was Garner1996, who found the sign underneath the ground of Astoria in a little cave underwater, and he gets to compete in the finals. This coming Sunday we will have another contest going to take place at Warp Possible. It's going to be a PvP free-for-all. Look for the link on the forums as to the information for this, and the winner of that will move on with Garner and another person in another contest held the week after in Spleef, and those three will duke it out in a contest of my choosing to see who wins total victory. And also, Spath wants everyone on the server to know that if they go on the forums, he's looking for building suggestions for the spawn city of Antares, and he looks forward to looking at what people say they want in the city, and I personally look forward too because I'm part of the build project team for it, and I'll be helping to bring your wants and needs to the city. And that about wraps it up for the community events of this week.
And that's to wrap it up for this week, guys. Hope everyone enjoyed the podcast this week.
Thanks for watching, and if you like it, please subscribe to us and like the video and share it with people, and that should wrap it up.
Goodbye.
Thanks, guys. Tally ho.
Yeah, thanks for listening to us.
It's tea time and we're going to eat some crumpets.
Yeah, scones all the way.